Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be giving you guys a really quick look through the projects that I've completed for the month of February 2020, including the layouts I completed for Mini Kit Monday, which is a series that I joined in this month of February with some other crafty ladies, and I created a kit. I completed 3 layouts, and on my desk you can see right now all of what's left from that kit. So I'll go ahead and share it all with you today, including some other projects I got done. Now, each of these layouts have process videos, and I will go ahead and link all of those videos down below. I will also go ahead and link the video where I shared my kit before I got started using it, and that way you'll see what I started with, and this is what I have left. So I'm going to go through right now the items that I have left from this kit, and I did get quite a bit used up, but of course I still have a lot left over. Now this is a punch that I pulled out to use, and I did use it, I think on one layout, and I also pulled out these 2 rulers. These are some tier rulers and from We Are Memory Keepers, and I used it, I believe, on 2 layouts. So for my alphas this month, I used quite a bit of these alphas. I did some long titles on some of my layouts, and I did use some of these. I did pull out all 3 packages of these gold alphas and used up a bit of those. I used some of these gold flat sticker alphas as well, but I still have quite a bit on here. And I did use some of these as well. This alpha I pulled out thinking it went really well with the collections that I'm using, but I actually did not use any of these alphas, so these will go back in my stash. I did pull out my 2 fine liner pens, and I did use both of them. All of the wood veneer pieces that were in this little dish got used up, so I'm really happy about that. On this sticker sheet, I did get some of these stickers used, as you can see here. I still have quite a bit on there left, but I'm really happy with all the ones that I got used up. I absolutely love this vellum specialty paper from Again and Again, and you can see here from the 12 by 12 sheet that I added to my kit. I got quite a bit of this left over, and I am going to keep this. I'm not going to discard this. I should say I got quite a bit of it used up, and I am going to keep what's left over. I'm not going to discard that at all. For my pattern papers, I think I did really well. I basically used up all of it except for these little bits and pieces of scraps here. Now for this floral paper, I fussy cut a lot of the florals out of this one, and I'm kind of not sure if I want to keep these or not. I think it goes really well with this though. This is actually from the Honey and Spice collection by Heidi Swap, where you can see the colors go really well with Again and Again. So I'm thinking maybe I can use the florals, cut them out, and use them on another layout. So I'm going to hang on to these. And this is one of the florals I cut out of that paper that I did not use. So I'll hold on to that also. And here we have some cards and some banners. And I'm probably going to hold on to these as well. All of these. Now this is a piece of scrap, but it still could be used as layering. I hate throwing out any pieces of pretty pattern paper. I have such a big issue with throwing out any bits and pieces. Here you can see I punched out some of the leaves using this punch that I used on my layout, and I still have this left, so I might hold on to this also, and I might hold on to these as well. So these are just my scraps. And this pattern paper, this is from a 6x6 pad. I did not use this at all. And here's some more pieces from the cut apart sheet. So I'm gonna hold on to these. Here are the die cuts I have left, and I do have 3 of the paper clips left. I believe I used 1 or 2 of them, and these are all the die cuts that I have left. This is actually from the cut apart, and it's snuck in here. So I have just a few of these left over, and of course I will hold on to these. I did fussy cut out some hearts to use on a layout, and I have this pink one left, so I'll hold on to that as well. Here we have some word stickers, word phrases, and I did use some of them, not a lot at all, but I got some used up. So next up, I'm gonna give you guys a look at the layouts that I completed using my kit. Oh, and before I forget, I also have, these were added to my kit as well. And this is a little bit of a mess, but you can see this is what I have left of this twine. I used this ribbon just on one layout, but I used up quite a bit of the twine. And of course, I cannot use up all of my Nuva drops on these layouts, but I did use some of the gold and some of these vintage drops as well. So let me go ahead and show you guys the layouts that I completed using my mini kit. So here I'm going to show you guys the layouts that I completed using my mini kit, and also some other ones I created throughout the month of February. So the first one I'm going to show you guys would actually be the last one that I completed using my kit. I am not showing these in any particular order, and like I said before, all of these have videos, so I'll link each one of them down below in my description box, so you can see exactly what I used on the layout and how they all came together. So for this layout, I am documenting this photo of my daughter here, and you can see these really bold, beautiful florals, and I did follow a sketch for this layout. There were actually 3 photos, and I substituted these florals for 2 of the photos. You can see there I used some of the bold gold alphas from my kit, as well as some of the flat small alphas. And here I used some of the vellum. I cut out some of the arrows from the vellum sheet and used it as embellishment, and I also used some of the vellum on behind my photo as a mat. And you can see there I used the tear ruler that I really wanted to use as much as I can on my projects this month. I was also able to use up the entire doily, and I split it in 3 and used it on my 3 clusters. And here we have my wood veneer pieces, and I punched out some of these leaves as well using the punch that I added to my kit. So for my second layout here, I also followed a sketch for this one as well, and I used a beautiful background from Heidi Swap Honey and Spice collection. I did fussy cut some of these florals from on the paper itself and just lifted it off the page and tuck my embellishments under it, so it's just adding some more dimension. And here I used the gold doily that I added to my kit. I was also able to use up my cork hearts on this layout, as well as this tag that's been hanging around in my stash forever. And there I'm documenting a photo of myself and my daughter. For my third layout for Mini Kit Monday, I am documenting this cute photo of my grandson. And I am using mostly the pattern paper here from the Again and Again collection by Pink Paisley, and I just flipped it over and used the back side of it, which was this lovely wood grain, as a mat behind my photo. And I am using a sketch for this one. I'm not sure if I already mentioned that, but here you can see for my title I did use some of those gold flat alphas. And when I added these green alphas to my kit, I was a little concerned if I was going to use them or not because of the white border around them, but you can see here I did pull them in, and I think it goes really well with my layout. I also added these frames by Heidi Swap to my kit, and I cut them apart and tucked them into the top and bottom. And I also added in these hearts, and these are from pattern paper from Amy Tangerine, and I did cut those out, fussy cut those out. I also used up most of my heart wood veneers pieces on this layout. I just love this layout, how it turned out. I love the color combination on this page. So here we have some projects I completed for my for the design team for scrapbookingstore.com, and I will go ahead and link the unboxing for the kit as well as all of these process videos and information about the kit, about the subscription kit, if you'd like to find out more about that, down in my description box. I do not have videos for these. These were just simple cards I put together using the kit. And I love how these turned out. I just love the color combination here, the pink with the black and those cute little flower pots. And these are just stickers from the sticker sheet I added in. This is another simple design. It's just some pattern paper with some stickers from the sticker sheet. This is also a sticker from the sticker sheet. I just added some foam adhesive behind it and added a bit of pattern paper going across. Two very simple cards, but they're very pretty. And this would be a layout I completed using that kit. So here we have a photo of my grandson, and this kit is laden with beautiful, beautiful florals, but I was definitely able to create a masculine looking layout using the kit. Here we have some pieces from the cut apart sheet, as well as some stickers from the upgrades, and these heart stickers are from the sticker sheet that came with the kit. We also have some die cuts from the Bo Bunny Noteworthy collection, and those came with the kit as well. And I did add in these puffy stickers, and this one is a little bit out of place right here, and I'll add it back in where it should be. And those are just the pieces I added in from my stash. Everything else on this page are from the kit, except for these hearts as well. These puffy hearts are from my stash. Here is the second layout that I did using that kit, and I just loved the pattern paper with the florals on both corners. But I love this pattern paper as well that came in the paper kit, so I wanted to combine both of them. So I fussy cut the florals and added it to this pattern paper. I also added in some of the florals from the Bo Bunny Noteworthy collection, and that die cut pack came with the kit, and I used it to document these two photos of my daughter. And here you can see I also pulled in some of these flat gold alphas from my mini kit, and I love how this looks. Here I have a layout I did for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club telephone hub. And if you'd like to know more about that hub and how it works, go ahead and check out the video for it down below. And basically I scrap lifted Kristen's design and passed my design on to the next person in line, and they scrap lifted this design. So here we have a really, really busy pattern paper from Amy Tangerine, and was it Dale Lizzie? I cannot remember, but if you click on the video, it tells you exactly what products I used here. It's a really busy heart design, and I absolutely love how this looks. I did cut out some hearts as well. I just added in a little bit of highlight to each of the hearts to make them pop a little bit more, and I did use a white gel pen to do that. And you can see I added that little detail to each of the hearts. And here I was able to use this very huge wood veneer heart piece. And my title, I used white foam alphas, which I went ahead and colored in using some distress ink pads. And I believe I combined 2 or 3 different ink pads to get this color that you see here. So I have quite a bit of clusters going on here, and I'm documenting these 2 photos of my daughter just goofing around with her dad's sunglasses. She was about 2 years old in these photos. I just love how this layout turned out. It is really different than anything else that I do. I'm not usually doing a lot of busy backgrounds, but I love how this turned out. There you can see I also added in a doodly border as well to this one. Here I have another one using my design team kit for the scrapbooking store. And this one, I decided to go ahead and do a sort of a monochromatic layout. And this is a photo of my grandson. And this one, he was about a few months old. I believe maybe around 6 months old. And you can see his 4 teeth there. And I did follow a sketch with this layout. It was for Sketchy Sundays with Moira and Christy. And I will add that link down below so you can check out that collaboration series. And I use my punch on some of the pattern paper. I also use a circle punch to one of the pattern papers in the kit and just tuck those in as embellishments. And I added in a long title, Life is Better with Your Smile. And I did use some thickers, some wood grain thickers, and then added a little touch of green using these cute little hearts. So I love how this layout turned out. I love the color combination on this a lot. So here we have a layout that I completed for the Stamp With Me series, and I will go ahead and add that link down below because you want to check this out, where I stamped with bubble wrap. And I absolutely love how this one turned out. I also stamped in my border using a faux stitch stamp. And I am documenting this photo of 3 of my kids and my grandson on the boardwalk at Myrtle Beach. I also was able to use up a lot of the LE Studio enamel shapes and words on this layout. You can see I added a lot of them to each of my clusters. And I got to use some of the brand new Bloom collection by Paige Evans as well. And this is a border strip from a Freckle Fawn sticker sheet that I've had for a very long time. And I got to use it up on this layout. So be sure to check this one out. Here I have, I think this might be my favorite layout for this month. And this one is for the Scrap 5 challenge. And on this challenge, there were 5 items we had to use. And I include them all on this layout, including this cut file. I kept it really simple. You can see there's not a lot going on, but it adds a lot of impact, the cut file, and also those clusters with all of the florals. I was able to use up all of these florals that I got in a package at Joann's on this one layout, and you can see there's some rhinestones in the center of each of the florals as well. And that is a photo of my daughter right there. I added in a black border behind this layout just to add a little pop and I think it made a difference with my cut file as far as it popping off the page. It made a huge difference, I think. I did use some glittery alphas, some glittery word phrases from a Vicky Boutin collection as my title. And there you can see some black hearts, and those are from Freckle Fawn. So here we have 4 cards that I created for another collab that I did this month, a Christmas collab. And I will have the link for these cards in my description box. I used some Picture My Life cards from Close to My Heart to create each of these cards. So I kept it really simple and just added little pops of gold using some sequins. I also used some shimmer brushes, a clear shimmer brush on some of these cards just to add a little bit of glitter and shine to some of the elements on the cards. Here I layered 2 cards and added a bit of cardstock on this one. And here I used a stitch die to cut out this part of the card, layered it with another one of the Picture My Life card, added in some cardstock and some sequins. And this would be my favorite one. I used a thin cuts where I created this window element, used 2 parts that I popped out, flipped it over, added it behind my sentiment, and I did pop this piece up on some foam adhesive. And this is just an element that I cut out from one of the Picture My Life cards. And Picture My Life cards are pretty much the same as a Project Life card. It is a 4x6 card, and I just used them on each of these cards. Kept it really simple, and they're very easy to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed looking at all of the projects I've completed in the month of February for 2020. And if you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up before you leave, and also let me know which one of these were your favorite. Now I will go ahead, as I said before, and have all of the links to these videos down in my description box. And if you're not already a subscriber to my channel, I hope you like what you see today and you consider subscribing. Also, click on the notification bell, that way you'll know once I post new videos. So I want to thank you all for watching today, and until my next video, bye.